Junnie Jones and the Little Monkey Business. Chapter 7. Some school words. I wore my brand new things back to room 9. They looked very beautiful on me, except my new pink high tops were too big and my feet were sliding around in there. My feet were sliding around in there. Before I sat down, I looked at Lucy's red chair and I tapped on her foot. I'm sorry, Lucy, I said, but this is red, my favorite color. And so I would like that chair of yours, I think. Lucy looked very upset at me. But red is my favorite color too, Junnie. I've had her. I know, Lucy, I said nicely, but you still must give me it. It's the rules. And so she did. I'm the winner for sure, aren't I? She asked. I made my shoulders go up and down and out and down. I don't know, Lucy, I said. That Grace said she might have some crush on cash in her purse. After that, Miss passed out construction paper and we cut out an autumn leaves for our bulletin board. Autumn is the school word for fall. We sprinkled our leaves with shiny glitter, so I sprinkled glitter on my hair, and I passed some on my eyebrows. Miss conferred, and then Miss confiscated my shiny glittery jar. Confiscated is the school word for
confiscated.
Yank. Confiscated for yank. Is that right?
Is the school word for yank?
It right out of my hand. Just then, Miss Goodsman knocked on our door, and she came into room 9. Our milk and cookies. Hooray for Miss Goodsman! I shouted at her. Guess what, Miss Goodsman? I get there.
I get what?
I get there 3 snacks today. See, I have 3 snack tickets. Miss walked over to my chair. She stared down at me. Stared down at me. How did you get 2 extra tickets, Junnie? She asked. Did you find them on the playground? Then she took my 2 extra tickets away, and she held them way high in the air. Did anyone lose their snack tickets today? She asked. She said to the class. No, I hollered. Those are my tickets. Lucy and Grace gave them to me. Miss raised her eyebrows. Lucy, did you give Junnie your snack ticket today? She asked. Yes, said Lucy. That's because she made me. No, I didn't. Not you. Then Lucy, I said, did you? I did not make you. Miss said to me to be quiet to me. She folded her arms. Grace, did you give your snack ticket to Junnie too? Then Grace started to cry because she thought she was in trouble. Miss tapped her foot. Please get your snack ticket. Your snack ticket, Grace. She said. And so then that Grace walked to the table and she just her sock. Then Miss made squinty eyes at her feet. Just then, "Where are your shoes, Grace?" she asked. They were big.
What? Where are you reading from?
That's when a big fat baby Grace started crying very hard. She pointed at her shoes. Miss peeped under my table. "You're wearing Grace's shoes."
You missed a line.
Junnie Jones, she howled, "Why are you wearing Grace's shoes?" And this sounded dangerous because I said, kind of scared. "Because why?" said Miss. "Because it's the rules," I explained. Then Miss bended down very close to my ear. "What rules?" "The rules for who gets to be the first ones to see my monkey brother," I said. Miss Howard
Miss what?
rolled her eyes. Miss way back in her head. "But your own shoes back on and come with me, young lady," she said. Then me and her walked into the hall together. She made me tell her what happened on the playground. After that, I had to give Lucy back the locket and the sweater with the Sakati dog on it, and I had to give Grace back her real
Genuine.
fake ring from cereal. Then Miss wrote a note. She said for me to take it to the office. The office is where the boss of the school lives. His name is Principal. But I don't think I would like to go down there today, I said, or else my mother might get mad at me. Miss tapped her foot. Then she holds my hand. Then she hold my hand.
She what?
Took hold of my hand. "Let's go, young lady. March," she said. March, she said. And so then me and her marched to the office. The school were pulling me way too fast.
Chapter
8.
Say it. Chapter 8. What?
No.
You can read this next chapter.
Chapter 8. Me and Principal. The school office is a scary place. Has loud ringing phones and the typing lady who is a stranger. And a row of chairs where bad kids sit. Miss plopped me in the blue one. "Wait here," she said. "Yeah, only I'm not bad," I whispered to dress myself. Then I put off my sweater on my head, and so nobody would see me in the bad kid's chair. After that, I peeked down in my long sweater sleeve. I saw Miss out of hand hole. She was knocking on the principal's door. She went in there.
What?
Then she went in there, and my heart felt very bumpy because she was tattling on me. I think after a while, she came out again. Principal came out with her. Principal has a bald head which looks like rubber. Also, he has big hands and heavy shoes and a suit made of black. Could I see you in my office for a minute, Genevieve? He said, and so I had to go in there all by myself, and I sat big wooden chair, and Principal made me take the sweater off my head. So what's this all about? He said, why do you think your teacher brought you down here today? Because I said very quiet. Because what? Said the principal. Because that Grace shot off her big fat mouth, I explained. Then the principal folded his arms and he said firmly to start at the beginning, and so I did. First, I told him about how I spent the night at my grandpa's house. He had delicious waffles for breakfast, I said, and I had 5 of them. Only my grandpa didn't know where I put them all, except I put them in there.
What? And
Wait, in there.
And where?
In here. I opened my mouth.
What?
I opened.
No. No.
Then I opened my mouth and showed the principal where the waffles went. After that, I told him how my grandma Miller came home from the hospital and she told me I had a monkey brother for real and honest and truly. And so then I told the children to show.
What?
To show and tell. I said, and at recess, Lucy and Grace started giving me lots of free stuff because they wanted to be first to see him, except too bad for me, because I said, because when we came inside, Miss found out about the snack ticket and then that dumb Grace chopped off her big fat mouth. Then she her shoes, and so I got marks down there and here, and I had to sit in the bad kid's chair. Then I smoothed my skirt, the end, I said nicely. Principal rubbed his head. That looks like rubber. Genevieve, maybe we should go back to when your grandmother came home from the hospital. She said you can remember exactly what she said about your brother being a monkey. I scrunched my eyes really tight to remember. Yes, I said. Grandma Miller said he was the cutest little monkey she ever saw. Then the principal closed his eyes. Ah, he said, kind of quiet. Now I get it. After that, he smiled a little bit. You see, Genevieve, when your grandma called your brother a little monkey, She didn't mean he was a real monkey. She just meant he was, well, cute. I know he's cute. I said that's because all monkeys are cute. Except for not, I didn't know, like, he didn't like the big kind of that can kill you. Principal shook his head. No, Junnie, that's not what I mean. I mean your brother isn't a real monkey at all. Just a little baby boy. I made a frowny face. No, he's not a little baby boy. I told him he's a real live baby monkey with black fur and hairy fur and long fingernails and toes.
On what?
Long fingers and toes. You can ask my grandma Miller if you don't believe me. And so guess what Principal did? Then he called her. That's what. He called Grandma Miller right on the phone. Then talked to her. And I talked to her.
And then, yeah.
I talked to her too. Hey, Grandma, I said very shouty. Guess what just happened down there?
Down what?
Down here. Principal said that my baby brother isn't a real alive monkey. Isn't he?
What?
Only he is, 'cause you told me that. Remember? You said he was a monkey for real and honest and truly. Then Grandma Miller said she was very sorry, but she didn't mean he was a real monkey. She just meant he was cute, just like the principal explained to me. And so then I felt very droopy inside. Yeah, only what about all of his black hair and his long fingers and toes? I said. And what about his bed that looks like a cage? And the wallpaper with his jungle friends on it? But Grandma Miller kept on saying that my new baby brother was just a regular cute baby. And so finally I didn't want to talk to her anymore and I hanged up the phone. Then I bended my head down, way down, and my eyes got a little bit wet. And darn it, I said, be quiet. After that, the principal gave me a tissue and he said, I'm sorry to me. Then he held my hand and me and him walked back to room 9.